You have created this community, your subscriber base. This is what you've done. Your actions have done this. Your all over the place, your unstableness, your bitchiness, all of the above have created the community that you have fostered. So suck it up, Buttercup. But let's not also pretend that you don't go around and trifle in that same petty bullshit on other people's channels. I see you commenting on me, about me on other channels. I mean, you can do that. I really don't go ahead and do that. I see you commenting to other people who have nothing to do with you. I mean, you're on here criticizing Joey's World Tour about eating shit on that you do. You do the same fucking thing. You do the same thing. You eat the same shit. Like you are so crazy. I honestly don't. You really do need to check yourself in somewhere, real talk, because like it makes your logic is so fucking flawed. It makes no fucking sense. But you have lost all faith in humanity, or you lose faith in humanity each time you go to a comment section. You do the same thing. And most comment sections aren't as bad as yours. Real talk. There are a lot of comment sections out here that are pretty positive, that have positivity throughout the entirety of the comment section. Maybe a few negatives every now and then because assholes exist in all corners of the world. But you consistently have created this community that you now have, and so now you have to deal with it. And not only that, but you take your shit to other people's channels. I mean, you even tried to come for me on Eric's channel because I made a comment about his poor wig. Mind you, you tried to make it sound like I did it on the video that he was sitting there crying about his mom. Okay, people would think that I'm mean and I'm heartless. I'm not that fucking heartless, okay? If some guy's on here crying about his mother who has passed away, I'm not going to go on there and make a comment about his hair. The comment I made was weeks before that. But you tried to make it into me coming on that channel right then during that video and trying to criticize him for his hair. Bitch, bye. Like, you're so fucking manipulative. I can't even... Ugh. BB must like, no wonder BB's never around. Real talk. No wonder he's never around, and no wonder Pete's is the only one that's willing to go with you on your fucking food hauls, because you're probably insufferable to live with. If you were even a fraction of how you are on your channel to how you are with that man in real life, I can only imagine the amount of like shit that he has to put up with. People have the right to criticize you for being a fucking hypocrite. That's what you are. That's what they're criticizing you about. Yes, they're using the vegan thing as a point in their argument to fact check you essentially. But the truth is they're calling you a hypocrite because that's what you are. You're coming on here, you vegan light, plant, whatever the fuck you're doing, you're not doing it. You're not helping. So for you to get mad at other people for not helping when people are criticizing you because you've decided to be a champion for animals' rights or whatever the fuck you're trying to do, and then you turn around and you do the exact opposite, yeah, they're going to have something to say. And chances are they're probably vegan.
I'm crazy. Like, I'm the only person who notices these weird situations on YouTube. It's just completely toxic. It's so ridiculous. The negativity is not justified. It's not needed. It's not warranted. It's like,
you know, there's some a quote or whatever that has always stuck with me for a long time, and it's something to the effect of, if everyone around you is the asshole, chances are you're the asshole. So if everyone's saying you're dead, it's time to lie down. It's time to just eat humble pie, take your medicine. Because the truth is that if everyone has a consensus about you, if everyone has come to a consensus about your attitude, about how you act, how you portray yourself online, chances are that's what you're doing. All right, I never thought that someone would get me on here. The one thing I really dislike about Foodie Beauty is that she always gets me to like come on here and defend Amber Lynn. The thing with Amber Lynn, and I will give her credit when credit is due, she's trying whatever. I really don't think she's trying unless you're that size and you're seeing a doctor and a psychologist and all of the above the requirements that are needed to be super successful in your weight loss. I really don't think it's going to happen for you. But here's what it is. When she came onto that live stream, she was a condescending asshole. And she had been making promises to her community for a while now. And then she went back on all those promises. So people, rightfully so, were disappointed. And people are allowed to be disappointed in people. I mean, you can't make people always love you all the time. It is what it is. Now, Amberlynn, if you're watching this, and I'm sure you're going to watch this because you like to pretend that you don't watch my videos, but I know you're going to watch it. Stay away from her. Stay away from Flobby Bobby. She's toxic. She's nuclear. She's not where you want to be. Okay. If you're really trying to figure it out for yourself, leave her alone. Don't even acknowledge her. Don't come to her defense. Let that bitch drown in her own tub of lard. You don't need to say anything. Let her come on here and invoke your name over and over again to try to get clout, because that's really what this is about. The reason why Chantel comes on here on a moral high horse and talks about Amberlynn, even though she came on here and fucking dogged her the fuck out when she felt like it, and now she's Team Amberlynn, but you know, she came on here a few times and dogged that bitch out and dragged her, which I mean, rightfully so. I mean, I don't get me wrong, Amberlynn's fucking garbage, but now she's gonna act like, oh my god, everyone's so negative. Everyone's so like, get over yourself, bitch. Get over yourself. Get over yourself. And the only reason why you're talking about Amberlynn and the only reason you're talking about being vegan is because you want some kind of clout. You want some people coming to your channel. Because titling your thing "My 400-Pound Life" ain't working anymore, and you also can't seem to commit to like a lifestyle of actually trying to get healthy and better yourself. So doing that over and over again ain't working for you. So you're like, oh, I'll go the vegan route. Maybe that'll work. Maybe that'll pull some views in. Nah, all right, maybe I'll just talk about Amberlynn a couple times. Maybe that'll pull some views. No, that's not working. You're struggling. That's really what this is about. You're struggling. To equate people losing their lives to people not liking you on the internet is a fucking stretch. It's a big stretch. Okay, it's not even a teeny. In my world, in my worldview, they don't even exist. They're not even on the same plane. They're not even the same fucking book. If we were in a library, it wouldn't even be the same fucking library at this point. Okay. I need her to expand her victimhood vernacular to things that are not that do not invoke such violent and aggressive imagery in people, because that's really what she's trying to do. She's trying to make it seem like she is this little poor who's being hung to the she's being scrutinized to the masses, and there's a group of people out here trying to get her, and she's this poor marginalized person. You're not any of the above, Chantel. So quit, knock it off, expand. People don't like you. It's okay for people to not like you. Okay, get over it. It doesn't take much for her to come at someone's appearance, which is kind of odd considering she's always talking about how rude, how childlike it is for people to come for people's appearances, blah, blah, blah. This is not the first time that someone who is overweight or a lot more overweight than I am now has come at me for losing weight. I don't know why that's a bad thing. I don't know why me losing weight would be bad for me. I don't know. It's very confusing to me. It's something that I've tried to wrestle with a lot. I talked to a lot of my friends who have lost weight or have had weight loss surgery, and we can't come to a conclusion why fat people or why fat people who are fatter than us are upset with us when we lose weight, like how that's an insult to me. Like, yeah, I lost some weight, my penis looks bigger, thank you. Why are you concerned about it? Like, why are it'll never happen. I know you like to think that the reason why men or whatever disagree with you or criticize you, all men who want to fuck you. That's not the case, sweetheart. Let me tell you right now, I don't pick dingleberries out of my partner's assholes. It'll never happen. It's not going to happen. I think this is her always go-to. When that vegan guy was coming at her for the last time, one of her major criticisms was like, oh, you just want to fuck me. That's what this is about. Oh, you're ugly. She is a child. She has when it's time for her to insult someone, she goes to playground tactics. She goes to, oh, you have a big head. Oh, Michael B. Bully. Like, oh my God, you're so clever, Chantel. You're so witty. How have I ever come back at you? I don't know. Like, you make yourself look stupid by doing this. No one else is making you get on here and do this. You make yourself look really fucking dumb, because there are things you could criticize me for, and I think there's like a logical way and a factual way that you could come at me and make me and criticize my content if you wanted to. And in fact, people have, and I respect them for it. I think it's their right to, right? But you don't have your only tactic is to belittle someone by how they look, what they've accomplished, and what they have. That's your go-tos, which is fucking sad. Literally contradicts herself over and over again. She's like, I don't care, like, dislike, I don't care, say what you want, blah, blah, blah. But you're not gonna be able to do that because I'm disabling comments, I'm disabling likes. Like, you are so fucking this is what happens when this is your entire existence. When your entire existence is food centric and you've made a food centric channel on YouTube and it's your only form of income because it's your only life skill now. You've eaten yourself into this situation where you can't get out of, and you're so thin skinned and you have nothing else going on in your life but to But to troll comments, to fucking go through all and every kind of social media platform where you're talked about, you get so irate, you get so bothered by what people say about you. And this is your fault because you have nothing else going on in your life. You don't go anywhere, you don't work, you hang out with one person, it seems like, and he seems, I don't know, I'm not going to get into all that. But it's fucking sad. Like this is what your life has been relegated to. Is this? This is what you do. Like you have nothing else going on. You have nothing else to consume your time with. So this consumes your all your life, all your being. Having someone come on here and criticize me for losing weight, girl, I've heard way worse in my life, and I'll probably hear way worse as I grow up and as I get older. I don't know what her plans are for this. I don't know what she's trying to accomplish by doing this. It just makes people dislike her even more. She deleted the video, but guess what, bitch? Once you put shit out there, it's already up there. There's already a bajillion of these rehosted somewhere else. I don't even, I would just keep it up at this point because it's up. But don't feel bad for me. I don't. She's fucked herself royally with doing this. I mean, I know the videos that are going to be coming out on her are going to be fucking chef's kiss. I can't wait. I honestly can't wait.